Hello, welcome. This is Tiger Lilith Tarot, and we're going to be looking into the month of March for Taurus placements. Hey, Tauruses, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Taurus placements, cross watchers, also welcome. Month of March for Tauruses. We're going to jump right in with some oracle cards here, and then we're going to pull the tarot. All right, Taurus, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if any of you are interested in a personal reading, I offer those. My email address is in the description box below. That's coming out immediately. Sharing for 33. While I was cleansing before I started doing your reading, I got the sense that something you've been waiting very patiently for to take off finally does in the month of March. Whether that's your job or like getting a new house, or even got the sense of you like fixing up a car, or you've been waiting to get a new car. Something that you've been waiting for finally picks up or takes off in the month of March. All right, so we have sharing, renewal, and let's get one more for Tauruses, please. One more for Tauruses. Nope, it's that one. Freedom. Yeah. See, there's something that you've been waiting for, some sort of freedom. Like I said, you've been waiting patiently. Maybe you've been waiting you live with someone and you want to get, away from them into a new home, or freedom. Again, you don't have a car. You get a car in the month of March. You start making more money, which allows you more freedom, something along those lines. We have distorted desire at the bottom of the deck. Distorted desire, right? So sharing, we have here, there is giving in receiving and receiving in giving. So for the month of March, I feel like you're going to be called upon to share the wealth, share abundance. Could be sharing knowledge, could be, actual material items. We'll see. And then we have renewal, number 27. Regeneration begins with decay. Regeneration begins with decay. All right. So let's see what tarot comes out here with these oracle cards. Tauruses. What are we looking at here? And this could be a pretty big month, honestly, month of March. We have a full moon lunar eclipse on the 14th, and then the spring solstice on the 21st of March. All right, so a lot of celestial stuff going on. So let's see, sharing. Princess of Pentacles, yeah. So you're sharing, you and others are sharing resources, sharing the wealth. Right? There is giving and receiving, right? There is giving in receiving and receiving in giving. So you could even do like bartering is what I'm getting here as well. Like let's say let's say you have an abundance of asparagus that you've grown, and someone else has a bunch of watermelons, and so you're trading, like it's a trading of goods and services is what this feels like here. Let's see here, what else? March, Princess of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and there we are, and the Three of Pentacles. You could find yourself working with okay, I see you're a little in the month, you're hesitant to receive and to give. You're not really, or there's weary of one person in particular in the energy of this circle. Like there could be an so this in exchanges of goods and services. I feel like there's one person in particular that you're like, I don't trust this one. Right? We'll see what more that means when we clarify. Excuse me. But the Three of Pentacles here, you're working hard to learn a new craft skill, talent, or hobby. And you could be even, I see you as like an apprentice, especially with the Page of Pentacles here as well, like an apprentice mentor, listening to a mentor, listening to someone older and wiser than you. Could be an air sign in particular. What's this renewal energy? Regeneration begins with decay. So it feels like in the month of March, something decays. So okay, the world, interesting. So the world, it's a card of completion. And card of completion, 5 of Cups. Okay. Some of you could lose a loved one. Yeah. I hate to say these kind of messages out loud. Some of you could lose a loved one in the month of March, and I'm sorry if that's the case, but I see something about there's a grieving. Like something has come to the end of its cycle, but you're not happy about it. There's grief. And it's someone that you were very close with in union and harmony. This person could decay. There's a sense of something, yeah, where creation itself, it doesn't necessarily need to be a person, but there's a completion of a project, but instead of bringing you happiness, it does not bring you happiness. It could be because, if this is a work project, you really like the people that you work with. You're going to miss the unity and harmony that these group of people bring to you. Right? Let's see what this freedom energy is all about. What is this freedom? But you're free at the same time. You've been freed. I feel like saying like free from shackles. Okay. The Hermit. You're free to be on your own. Taurus, please. 10 of Wands. It feels like you're free to 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's your energy. This freedom that you're given really actually allows you to look inward, allows you to do some soul searching. I feel like that there's a lot of burdens that you've been carrying around that aren't yours to carry. And so you give some of them away in the month of March. It's interesting because this almost feels like a linear story that's being told. Like, this is the beginning of the month, this is the middle, this is the end. And that's not how I intended these readings to go. These are just guide cards and I'm the rose, right? It's not meant to be beginning, middle, and end. But that's what this feels like for you, Taurus, because it feels like you're being called on to share, to give, to receive. But again, it's like there's something slimy about one of these people. And so something has to end. It's almost like a completion perhaps is forced because of that energy. This center row is very bittersweet. It feels like the middle of your month is very bittersweet. It doesn't have to be the middle. Again, there could be something in March it's bittersweet. But the time, this completion, again, allows you time to grieve a loss. It feels like the loss, it's not a loss. It's simply the natural end of a cycle. And now you're finally able to look inward. So we go from you being around people to a very, very solo energy in which you look and you're like, oh my God, look at all these burdens I've been carrying. My back hurts. It's like you realize that your body your body almost feels a little broken because of the burdens you're carrying that aren't yours to carry, the responsibilities, demands that have been put on you. And so this 6 of Pentacles, you decide to make it right. You decide to give some of it away. You give some of your some of your burdens to others. This could even be a delegation at work or in your home life. Right. Yeah, there you are at the bottom of the deck, Hierophant. All right, let's take a look further. Let's look at this Princess of Pentacles. This Princess of Pentacles. Princess of Pentacles, please. Oh, that was quick. 5 of Wands. Yeah. There's a dishonest energy around in the month of March. Someone wants to compete with you, or you're in competition. You're in competition for... It feels like competition is being created where it shouldn't be, where there should be a very receptive give and take energy. Instead, there's competition in the month of March. This 7 of Swords, because this feels... You're trying, it's like you're trying to figure something out. You're staying up late at night trying to figure out 4 of Cups. You're trying to figure out how to remove yourself. Okay, Taurus, you're trying to figure out how to remove yourself from a group of people, from a competitive... You weren't looking for competition, but that's what ended up happening. Or that's what ends up happening. And so you're like, I've got to get away from this. I don't want to be in this anymore. What's the 3 of Pentacles then down here? Because this could be you starting something new. Death. You're going back. Okay, you gave up on something you were working on with possibly 2 other people, possibly more, or could have been solo. But I don't think it was. You gave up on a group of people a while ago. You're going back to them. You're like, okay, there's a new group that I found. Something's wrong. You thought things were going to be peaceful and there was going to be an equal give and take, and instead there was competition and conflict. And so you pull away and decide to go back to something that you already know. So you go back to the familiar is what it is. And while others out around you, like even this might be for you, this might for some of you, it's going back to an old job, or even going back to an old, like a position that you held in a job. And to those around you, it might seem like you're demoting yourself, but you're like, no, I know what I need to do, and this is what I need to do. It's almost like you're like, I need to go back to the drawing board. I need to go back to what I know works, because you saw it work in the past, right? You saw harmony. All right, let's see. What is this World card? This completion. It could be an exposure as well. Someone is exposed for who they really are. And do you write something about someone that exposes them, or the fates? There's typically the Wheel of Fortune. So luck turning, the fates and the Wheel of Fortune coming out with the World is a very big energy to me. Again, it's a cycle. There is a natural, there's a cycle going on here. So it begins with decay. Yeah, you're leaving something behind. You're definitely leaving 10 of Wands at the bottom. You're leaving something behind. Okay. It's completed. It's like you're like, my work here is done. What's this 5 of Cups? But there's a sadness that comes along with this. 2 of Wands. Yeah, like I said, it almost feels like you were forced into making a decision you didn't want to make. Or like the universe made it for you. You feel slighted. You feel jaded. You feel like something was taken from you. it was taken from you too soon. Even though that's exactly, you know, the universe is trying to tell you this is how it's supposed to be. 1 second. 2 of Cups with your energy. The Hierophant. You could find yourself being asked to give a eulogy. Or speak at, it's going to be weird too. Or perhaps you preside over, excuse me, you preside over a marriage, but it's not either the person's first marriage. Yeah. So decision was made for you. You're not happy with the outcome, but it's the natural cycle of things. Something had to decay. You're going back. This is interesting energy. There's a lot of push and pull energy here in the month of March. It almost feels like you're playing a game of tug of war. But I don't think you're. But it's like you're playing a game of tug and war with the universe. There's something you don't want to accept, Taurus. You don't want to accept an inevitable ending. And even though you know that you have to go back to what worked, I don't think you're all that happy about it. You just know that it's something that you have to do. Okay. What's this Hermit energy here? What is this Hermit energy? Taurus, I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning, I will be answering a yes or no question or an open-ended question at the end of the reading. So if you have a question, hold it in your mind. If not, just take the end message as a parting message from Spirit. 7 of Wands. So I see you really guarding your this soul searching that you're doing because you have a newfound freedom. Remember, something ended. You didn't want it to end, but it did. And so with this newfound freedom, you're doing this soul searching, and I feel like you're really protecting that. You're being very yeah, the 7 of Wands and Strength at the bottom of the deck, Leo energy. You're being very direct about the fact that you need time for you. Even though if you're sad and you're grieving, it's like you're like, I need to figure this out for myself. I have time to do this. I need to do this. And you need to you're like, I know I need to go it solo. I need to do it solo. All right, what is the 10 of Wands here? This burden. You're like, and that's what I feel like, yeah. And you're like, oh my God, all these burdens. 2 of Cups again. This really feels like a death. This eulogy that you have to get. It's like you're presiding over. This could be an ex. The end of no. Yeah. Here, some of you have been in a relationship. The relationship ends this month, and you're mourning. There's a period of mourning for you, and you're realizing how much you sacrificed. How much what it is in March here is realizing how much you sacrifice for unions. How much of yourself you sacrifice to come into union with others, to create harmony. Right? And I feel like, again, you're like, I can't do this anymore. So the 6 of Pentacles, you give some of it away. You give something up. You're giving away the creatrix, the magician. I can even see you like donating for some reason. You could be donating things to like the Goodwill or some organization, Salvation Army, something like that. There's a decluttering happening in the month of March. You're like, there's too many things around me. I need to clear space. You really want to clear out some space for you in the month of March, right? Because you're feeling a little slighted, a little jaded, that something was taken from you that you didn't want to be taken. And so you're like, you really need to clear out space so you can clear your head, is what it is. I feel like you're also manifesting balance here in the month of March with this difficult situation, Taurus. You yourself are manifesting balance to it. Yeah, judgment at the bottom. You're making a conscious decision to manifest balance because you know that that's what's going to help you. Even though I said you're not happy about a loss, but it's a loss nonetheless. Okay. Interesting reading, Taurus. Again, like and subscribe if this is resonating. Leave me a comment letting me know. You know, I do hope I've provided some insight and guidance. We're going to go ahead and end with the answer to your question. If you don't have a question, just go ahead and take this as a parting message from the universe to you, Taurus. You get 3 cards, please. Ten of Wands again. Princess of Swords and the Empress. Okay, if your question was a yes or no question, I would say the answer is a cautious yes. Yeah. Cautious yes. Okay, we have the word burden, right? On the Ten of Wands. Curiosity with the Princess of Swords. You are really trying to figure out why you take on so much. Why you take on other people's pain, other people's sorrow. Because it feels like more than just a physical burdens that you take on. It's like you absorb others' emotions and feelings and take them on as your own. And so I feel like this month is really about you looking into being, researching, trying to find answers. Why do you do that? So that you can stop doing that and put energy into yourself, this Empress energy. Put energy back into you, back into creating, back into caring for yourself. All right, Taurus. Like I said, I hope that helped, resonated, offered some advice, guidance, clarity for you. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at your next reading.